What's good, Grind Schoolers? It's your boy Rob, and we back in the shop today. So today what we got going down is we are going to finish up the door panels, and I'm gonna show y'all, exactly what I'm doing, because the last video that I made of the door panels, I just kind of like glued them together, and it's been sitting like that ever since. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to basically refurbish them. So, that were broken, we're gonna take them from broken and ugly to, beautiful, pristine, brand new. This is my first time doing this, but, I feel like I possess the necessary skills to be able to get it all done and squared away. So, that's what we're doing. The weather's starting to warm up, so it's easier to get out here and start knocking out some of these things. The last video that I dropped, was of the Dakota Digital. The code and everything like that kind of stopped my progress after I painted the car. So we're getting to it now, and like we're gonna keep on putting stuff together. So before we jump into the video, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. And yeah, let's go. All right, y'all, so I already wiped some fiberglass filler in here. So shout out to whoever recommended doing that. It seems like the door is a lot more stronger after wiping that stuff in there instead of just having that glue on there. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sand all this down, get it nice and smooth, and then I'm gonna body fill wherever I need to get it back to the same type of, and then I'm gonna spray that stuff that you spray to get this little texture stuff, up in here. Probably not obviously in here, but like on these parts right here where I'm gonna have to smooth out and make it all nice and pretty. And then I'm going to just do a little test area. I'll probably start off down up in here with the sim gray or whatever and see how closely matched it is before I start spraying on the door panel. But realistically, I'm just gonna be spraying in these areas, man. I'm gonna mask all this up, clean all these areas up, mask them up, and I'll just spray these little areas so that if it does come out like messed up, then like we'll just whatever. So it is what it is. And then for the door panels, I'm gonna clean it real good, and then we'll put everything back together. Over here, this is just black glue that I heated together. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm going to sand this down. Well, I've been sanding it down with like some 150 grit. I'm gonna sand this down smooth, and then I'm gonna do the same thing here. Put the body filler in here, whatever's needed to like fill in these little gaps and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna take obviously this off. I'm gonna take this off, and we're gonna paint the whole thing. It's really greasy and grimy, which is disgusting, but I mean, what do you expect? I mean, this car is, So been sanding this down a little bit. Got it nice and smoothed out on some of the areas. Some of them I still got to sand down a little bit. But this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get it nice and smooth, kind of like that. I'll probably go back in with some body filler or, you know, some spot putty and fill those pinholes in. But I want it real smooth, you know what I'm saying? So that, like, say for instance, you rub your finger up against this, you don't feel a ridge. Right now I got a ridge. So I'm trying to feather edge all this, get it all nice and smooth, and then I can go and make the texture and then go ahead and spray it. So I'm doing a decent job. And I should have sanded down the glue first and got all the glue out. That probably been a little bit smarter, but the door is a lot more sturdy than it was. You know what I'm saying? It was all flimsy and flopping around and stuff like that. But anyways, because what I don't want to do is I don't want to have to paint the whole door if I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? If I have to, whatever, it is what it is. But if I don't have to, then, you know what I'm saying, I want to prevent from doing that. I just want to get these little areas. And if it is too discolored, then, you know what I'm saying, I'll go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, spray the whole door or whatever. But it is what it is, man. We should be able to knock this out pretty quick. I'm going to keep sanding down. And then we'll probably start wiping body filler where it needs to go. Sand that down. And then go ahead and make the texture and go ahead and paint it. So we getting there, man. We getting there. And then this door panel can go back in. I'm almost got this done too, so I'll probably body fill this, put some body filler in here. I got to get a little bit more of this rubber out, or glue, and then after that I'll clean it real good, and then I'll go ahead and spray it. Matter of fact, I'll probably spray all 4 of them, just because they're all kind of faded, and I want them to be like brand new looking. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep working. All right, y'all. So I laid down some glaze putty over the fiberglass filler, and here I just laid down some glaze putty and it filled in the holes from the glue. So I've been like sanding on it. You could tell it's like a different color obviously than that one. I've been sanding on it just to get it nice and smooth, man, and I got it pretty close. Like putting this back onto the door, you'll never be able to tell that this whole piece here was broken. Like this whole corner piece was off of there. So I had to mend it together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could see that in my first video that I made of this. And then now I'm doing the body filler and I'm shaping it, making it look all nice. So I'm gonna clean this whole thing. And I'll probably put some adhesive promoter. I'll scuff it up a little bit with probably some Scotch-Brite. Throw some adhesive promoter on there and go ahead and paint it. I'm gonna use engine paint because the paint that I have for the inside the vinyl, the interior paint or whatever, it's gloss black, and this is not gloss black. It's like a flat black, you know what I mean? So anyways, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got it super close, man, super close. Trying to make it as smooth as I possibly can. It's not gonna be like perfect or whatever, but you know what I mean? Like I said, the body filler filled in the holes that I had from the glue, and you know, it's pretty solid. Like I've been like sanding on this really good, and it's there, you know what I mean? So, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start sanding this down, getting this all cleaned up, and then I got my clear textured stuff to spray on here to make it look like, you know, like that. After I'm done sanding, and then I'll like tape all these areas off. I'll clean it up the best I can, get all this off, and I'll tape up these areas, and then I'll spray all of it on just these areas. Like I don't want to spray it on like the whole door panel because I'm not prepared to do that. If it comes out a little bit lighter, like that's gonna be okay, you know what I mean? I'm not really tripping on it. It looks a whole lot better with it being like sprayed a little bit lighter in areas than, you know, than the cracks and all that kind of stuff. So and there's so many discolors, like different colors on this door panel anyway. Like the armrest is a little bit different, the different color, where the switches and stuff goes is a little different gray color. So it'll be right at home, you know what I'm saying? It's not perfect, but anyways, man, like I said, just trying to get this done. This is one more loose end to tie up in the car, so it's got to get done, man. And this is something, instead of buying, you know, I see a lot of people, you know, looking for lower dashes and stuff like that and door panels and stuff. I mean, if you got the bread to do it, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if your dash or your door panels are salvageable, I mean, it's better to just salvage them. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you know, you learn something in the process. And on top of it, you could say, oh, yeah, I restored that. So, you know what I'm saying? Because these parts are starting to be harder and harder to come by. You know what I'm saying? So, if people are charging an arm and a leg just to, you know what I'm saying, get this type of stuff or sell this type of stuff. So, but yeah, man, anyways, like I said, we'll see how it comes out. I'm going to sand this down and then we'll get to spraying. I'm probably not going to spray today because it's starting to get colder. And I think this stuff recommends like 60 to 70 degrees or something like that. Yeah, 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And I don't think it's 60 degrees up in here. Let me see. No, it's like 57. So, you know, by the time I get to spraying, it's going to be even colder. So I'll wait till another day. But for now, I just want to get it smoothed up. And I'll clean all this out, clean all that up. Even though it's going to be covered up by the armrest, I kind of, you know, want to make it look a little bit more presentable. All right, y'all, I cleaned it all up, sanded everything down, hit it with the wax and grease remover. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and spray some of this on there. And pretty much, you see how it's like smooth right there? I'm trying to duplicate this texture. So we're gonna go ahead and spray some of this on there. I'm not too concerned about right there because obviously that's covered up by this. And yeah, so other than that, like I said, we're just gonna spray a little bit on there. I don't even know how this even works. Here, so I'll spray kind of a little gingerly, I guess you can call it. Let me switch the phone because I'm right-handed. I got the phone in my right hand and can in my left. Yeah, I don't know how this is supposed to spray on there, but you know, I'm doing my best here to kind of just lightly mist it on there, trying to duplicate that textured stuff. So we'll let that dry, and then I'll probably mask off a little bit more when I come back out to check it, just because I am gonna paint the next time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a texture all up in here or nothing like that. I'll probably just spray all of that right there, just so that we have consistency. I'm hoping this gray is the exact same. I'm assuming it is, but you know, like I said, we'll see. We'll see once I let this stuff dry. We come back out here and see what it looks like. But for now, that's what it's gonna be. And then I'll let that dry, and then I'll clean this off, and we'll spray we'll spray everything all together. We'll spray this, and then we'll spray that. Then this whole project will be done, y'all. We move on to the next thing. All right, y'all. I hit that off with the adhesion promoter. I'm not going to spray the whole entire panel. I was going to, but it cleaned up really nice. I just wiped some wax and grease remover on it. Took a razor blade to get all that gunk that was off or on the top off of there. So I'm gonna just spray the areas that I repaired. And if it's discolored, I mean, it's black. It's not like it's, you know, like it is now. You'll never be able to tell. Obviously, I'll know because I did it, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. What I don't want to do is spray the whole panel and it's a different color than all the rest of the panels or all the rest of the little trim pieces. Because what will happen is, not only will I have to, I was looking at it the other day, not only will I have to spray this if it's a different color, I'll have to spray all 4 of the panels. And not only will I have to spray the panel itself, I have to spray all of this on the inside where the mirror and everything else goes. I'll have to take all that stuff apart for all the doors. And I don't want to do that. So if it's a different color, like I said, it's black. Black is black, you know what I'm saying? Gloss black, flat black, whatever. I'm thinking this is more of a flat black. Or, you know, a dull black or whatever it is. It's not gloss, definitely not gloss. But I'm spraying like a semi-gloss black, which is what I'll do. It's engine paint, but whatever, paint's paint. And I'll just spray that. Like I said, I got that adhesion promoter on there right now. It's gonna take me about 5 minutes to, you know, whatever. And then I'll just spray it over this right here, over this little blanket thing. I'm not really too tripping because I'm not gonna get too much. I'm not spraying that much. Obviously, if it get on the bed, I'm not tripping either because I'm gonna redo the bed liner too. But like I said, I'm just spraying those little small areas. After I'm done spraying those small areas, hopefully it looks good. And then we'll see. If not, then whatever. Nobody will be able to know except me. But let me go ahead and finish this up. The door panels over here drying up a little bit. It looks good. It's not perfect, which whatever. It is what it is. But it's a lot better than, you know what I'm saying, the door being broken. So, and then, you know what I'm saying, there won't be those cracks in there either. But let me go ahead and keep chugging at this. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this. Once that stuff dries, I'll spray that and we'll be done. Like I said, man. All right, y'all. I sprayed the doors. It's still wet. I'm surprised how close that gray is though. So this is where I didn't spray. This is where I sprayed. Like I said, it's still wet, so you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But when the door panel's on the door, you will not be able to tell that it was broken the way it was. It's cracked right here, all up, down, and through there. And you can still see there's a crack there. Obviously, I didn't repair that part. This piece in between here was done before I even touched it. They had tried to glue it all up and around through there. And then I put the body filler down here. There's still glue down there too. So it's probably someone tried to repair it before with glue. And then I just went back and did my thing with the glue and with the body filler and the fiberglass filler and all that. Door panel is as good as new, man. Now, if I was doing this on, like, you know what I'm saying, somebody else's door, like somebody that wasn't, like, obviously me, I would get all of that out, clean all that up, even though they wouldn't see it because the armrest goes right there. Just, you know what I'm saying, for continuity, just for this to be, like, completely restored. But, you know what I'm saying, I don't really care that much. I just want it to be done. I want it to be not broke. I want it to look good. And nobody will be able to tell unless I pointed it out, which I just did. This here too came out pretty good. It's still kind of wet. And you could see the sand marks and stuff like that. I probably should have stepped up the sanding. And also too, there's still some excess up in there. You can tell, and on that little ridge. I'll just Dremel that out and get that all cleaned up and stuff like that. But for the most part, I'm happy with it because it is fixed. It was broken before, now it's fixed. If you see my previous video on when I first started this door panel thing, that whole corner piece on the top right there was broken. Like, it was not attached. That's why I had to reattach it, do the body filler and all that kind of stuff. So now that's fixed. We're good to go, man. I could slap this door panel back in. And yeah, like I said, it's all good. We there. So one less thing that got to take care of. Now I could get this out of the back of my Elko. It's one less thing in the back of the Elko. And that's been here for months. And now we could just keep knocking down, you know what I'm saying, the tasks that we have to do. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me today. But that's gonna wrap this door panel thing up. And yeah, so it is what it is. All right, y'all, that's gonna do it for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Yeah, like I said, I just one less thing that I have to do, one less thing that I have to take care of. And I'm actually really surprised at how the color match of the Sim Gray, which is what that gray spray paint is like dead on the door panel. I thought it was gonna be a little bit lighter, but it's dead on the door panel, y'all. It's the exact same color. So the little black trim is a little bit like lighter. It's like semi-gloss instead of like flat. The panel's flat, the paint is semi-gloss, but it is what it is. I'm not tripping. I'm just glad that it's 100% fixed. Now, if I were to do this for somebody else, it would be, you know what I'm saying? Not saying I would because I wouldn't, but if I were to, you know what I'm saying? If I was in the business of doing things like this for other people, put it that way. I would make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't even be able to tell that anything was wrong with either the trim piece or the door panel. I would take my time. I'd be more meticulous. I'd put more time and effort into it to make sure that nothing is wrong. But since it's my car, I could do what I want. Nobody will ever know that there's anything wrong with the door panel or the trim piece except me. So I'm not really tripping. I'm not trying to spend a million man hours to like do the door panel and all that kind of stuff, because I'm not getting paid for this, man. I'm just trying to get my car on the road and roll, and I'm not trying to get robbed for parts. Getting a new door panel and a new trim piece and all that kind of stuff. So I hope this video helps y'all do this as well, because I know a lot of you guys may have broken pieces in your cars. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of guys search for parts on Facebook Marketplace and in Impala groups and stuff like that. And there's always somebody trying to sell, you know what I'm saying, some panels for way over what, you know what I'm saying, they should charge. And it kind of sucks, because, you know what I'm saying, we're in this community to try to help each other out. At least that's how I think, you know what I'm saying? Try to help each other out. Obviously sell your stuff within reason. That's cool. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if you got something, why hold on to it just so that you could, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, gouge the market for like a lower dash for $600, bro? Like, that's crazy. All you got to do is pull the dash out, fix the little pieces, sand it down, and do exactly what I just did. You know what I'm saying? Just to fix the lower dash if there's a crack in it or two. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's some broken pieces, you know what I'm saying, you could fix it. You could get the top of the dash wrapped or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? It would be a lot cheaper than what people are trying to charge. A lower dash for $600. I didn't even pay $600 for the Elko. And that's half of what I got the whole entire Impala for. So it's like, man, why the hell would I pay $600 for a lower dash? Obviously, today's prices are not yesterday's prices. I get that. But at the end of the day, it boggles my mind that one piece of the car is like, you know what I'm saying, like a whole, you know, worth almost half of what the value of the whole entire car would be. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that the lower dash is half of what an Impala is, because obviously depends on the miles and the condition, all that kind of stuff, whatever. So don't take that with a grain of salt. But my point is, you know what I'm saying, $600, I can go get a whole entire car for $600. Matter of fact, I just seen a box on Marketplace for $900. I guarantee you, I could talk somebody down to $600. You know what I'm saying? If they got it up for $900, I can talk them down for $600. Obviously, it's a basket case. Probably doesn't have a motor or transmission in it. But let's be honest. We paint these things, put wheels on them, put motors in them, all that kind of stuff anyway. So it doesn't matter whether it has a motor or transmission. It doesn't matter if it's painted, because it's going to get painted to my liking anyway. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, you can get a car for $600, let alone a lower dash, man. So same thing with door panels. I'm sure a whole set would cost you roughly around $500 if, you know what I'm saying, somebody was selling some. So, I mean, if you have some broken door panels and you can fix the little cracks in them, just fix them, man. Like, that cost me nothing, probably $20 in spray paint. I already had the material for the body filler and all that kind of stuff. But out the door, you probably like 30-40 bucks to repair your door panels, as opposed to buying a new set for $500. If your pockets is like that, cool. If you ain't got the, you know what I'm saying, skills like that, cool. It is what it is. But anyways, man, I'm stop rambling. I just went on that little rant just for a second, just because like some of this stuff really boggles my mind when I see people charging so much for this car stuff, man. It's like, for what? And half the time, you know what I'm saying, the products aren't as described. And half the time when somebody's doing work on your car, they mess it up more than what they do on your car, or what you could do yourself. So whatever, man. Anyways, I've talked about this so many times, but you know what I'm saying, if y'all could go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get notification every single time we drop another video. I greatly appreciate it. Always remember, work hard so you can live free.